Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm early. I clicked on just a couple minutes because I saw some people in the chat. And some may have went and then going to come back. So I'm going to holler out. WOM, CSI, Sharon, hey Mel, Watcher, Chris, Hubs, hey Taff, Crime. And we're going to wait a little bit till it hits 8 o'clock. Hey Darcy, hey Cher, Doris, Nico, lots of love. Hey Junie Bug. I almost didn't make it tonight. I'm telling you, I have been freaking out all day. Didn't know if this internet was going to come back on. I'm just waiting. I'm just watching. I'm just waiting. I'm just watching. Y'all hear me okay, right? And no, you don't get to see my picture because I'm going to tell you a little story about today. Okay, thanks, CSI. And I just noticed that Jason's scheduled for tonight too. That stinks because I'm not going to be able to see his interviews, and I love his interviews. Happy heavenly birthday. I'm going to put it up here, love. Can everyone say a happy or a heavenly happy birthday to James? Jamie Bulger. He should have been 31 years old today, but was murdered at 2 years old. Yes, happy heavenly birthday, Jamie. Absolutely. Absolutely, love. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, Watcher. That's heartbreaking. That's heartbreaking, but he's with the angels now. Thank you, guys. Hey, Angel Bear. So, okay. Well, everybody knows I try to really prep hard for my, for when I'm going live. Well, I had internet part of the day. I can't remember when it went out, but it went out on me, and I called, and they said there's a huge outage, no ETA, which there never ever is. So I'm freaking out. I mean, I was freaking out because I'm like, oh my goodness. I've already had to cancel this once, or I couldn't even remember if I canceled it twice. I don't know. But hey, Amber. Hey, girl. How are you? But anyways, I'm just freaking out. I'm like, what am I going to do? Because my cell phone, I live out in the boonies. There's no way I could stream it on my phone. Absolutely no way. Like messages don't go through sometimes. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And then I get a text from like somebody, with something awesome. I couldn't even watch that. I'm just, anyways, I'm just freaking out. Like, please, 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 Lord, let the internet come back on. But then I didn't get a prep for it, you know. I mean, it just literally came on about hour, maybe a little over. I'm like, so I'm just going to do it. I'm going to wing it. And I'm going to let my people know I'm just winging it. So you're getting the real deal, me winging it. But we've done this before, haven't we, guys? Junie. Hey, Lake. Did I get my house under control? It is under control. Got the septic cleaned out, then roto-rooted twice. They had to come out twice, but they only charged us once. The inside is going to be a process. But thank God for homeowners insurance, right? But yeah, it's going to be taken care of. We've got to replace floors and drywall and ceiling down in the basement and the garage and stuff. But the main part is taken care of, yes. So it's been a little stressful, anxiety, you know, anxious, but yeah, we are okay. Hey, Avalon Apples. I haven't missed anybody, have I? Thanks, Taff. Thank you for asking, Junie. And thank you, everybody, for your prayers and your nice comments and your messages and phone calls. You guys are just so wonderful. So, shall we get started? Okay. Ivy. I didn't see Ivy come in. Well, hello, Ivy. Oh, PA girl. Hey, you made a live. Awesome. Thanks for being here. Hey, Automobile. How you doing, buddy? Okay, so I'm going to start off with an article, and this is part 2 of Crystal Rogers, but this is the rundown of all of the cases in Bardstown. Okay. And I linked some, what I think are a couple of the best YouTubers on this case. Of course, Lord and Arts, right? And Mike from that chapter. Oh, Cher, I'm sorry I didn't see you leave, but welcome back, babe. Okay, so, and this is, I think it's kind of long, but it does give the timeline. And it's by HuffPost.com, and it says, Death Stalks the Bourbon Capital. And as we do know that Bardstown is a very beautiful town in Kentucky. They say it's one of the most beautiful towns, but it's now quite haunting. So it says the first high-profile homicide to occur in recent years was on May 25th, 2013, when Bardstown police officer Jason Ellis, 33, was shot and killed on his way home from work. Ellis, a 7-year veteran of the department, completed his shift early that morning and was driving home when he stopped to clear a pile of debris near the Bluegrass Parkway. After exiting his vehicle, Ellis was shot multiple times in the torso, arms, and face. Authorities later found a number of discarded shotgun shell casings at the scene. In the wake of Ellis's death, Police Chief Rick McCubbin released a statement to the media saying investigators believe the debris Ellis got out to move had been deliberately placed on the highway, and the ambush-style slaying was intentional. Despite the involvement of state and federal authorities, investigators have been unable to determine who killed Ellis. Roughly 11 months later, on the evening of April 21st, 2014, an unknown person or persons entered the home of 48-year-old Kathy Netherland and her 16-year-old daughter, Samantha, and killed them both. Netherland, a special ed teacher at Bardstown Elementary School, was shot multiple times. Her daughter, a sophomore at Bardstown High School, was beaten about the head. Both victims reportedly had cuts to their necks. Authorities have yet to identify any suspects. At the time of his death, kind of skips over and says, at the time of his death, Tommy Ballard was leading the charge for information in the disappearance of his daughter, a mother of 5. Crystal Rogers was last seen at her Bardstown home on July 3rd, 2015 by her live-in boyfriend, Brooks Houck. According to the Nelson County Sheriff's Office, Houck and Rogers had stayed up late on the night of her disappearance, and that she was gone when he woke up the following morning. Houck waited 2 days to report Rogers missing, police said. Rogers' vehicle, a maroon 2007 Chevy Impala, was found abandoned with a flat tire along Kentucky's Bluegrass Parkway 2 days after she disappeared. Rogers' keys, purse, and cell phone were found inside the car. Authorities conducted multiple searches of the area where the vehicle was discovered, but reportedly failed to find any evidence connected to the case. Rogers' family had already once been shaken by a mysterious disappearance in 1979. Rogers' Aunt Sherry Ballard Barnes, 19, disappeared from Bardstown. Her vehicle was found submerged in the Ohio River, but investigators initially found no sign of the teen. They searched for years. Rogers' cousin Andrew Ballard told the Kentucky Standard she was pregnant. Barnes' remains, along with those of her unborn child, were found buried in a rural area 3 years after she went missing. According to the Associated Press, Barnes' husband, Edsel, was arrested and ultimately convicted in '84 of hiring a man to kill his estranged wife so he would not have to pay child support. Edsel Barnes was sentenced to life in prison. When Rogers disappeared, family members told police it was out of character for her not to be in touch with them and that it would have been unusual for her to travel in the area where her vehicle was found. Brooks Houck's brother Nick found himself in the spotlight in months following Rogers' disappearance. In October 2015, Nick was fired from the Bardstown Police Department after failing a polygraph test about Rogers' disappearance. You did not pass the test, an FBI polygraph examiner tells Nick in a police interrogation video released by investigators. It's pretty clear that you haven't told me the complete truth, and the questions you are having problems with are questions about Crystal, and in particular, whether or not you know where she is right now. Houck denied being dishonest with the examiner and said he doubted the validity of the test. I don't give a GD what your effing computer said, he tells the examiner in the video. You're calling me an effing liar, and I don't like it when people call me a liar. At a press conference following Nick Houck's termination from the police department, the Nelson County Sheriff's Office named Brooks Houck, who has a 2-year-old son with Rogers, a suspect in her disappearance. Authorities also said they suspect his brother knows what happened to her. The sheriff's office then acknowledged for the first time that authorities believe Rogers is dead. Despite the suspicions of law enforcement, neither Houck brother has been charged in connection with the case. Ballard, unwillingly to sit idly by, devoted countless hours and dollars to the search for his daughter. He had billboards put up with his daughter's photo on them and posted a sign near the Houck family farm that read, Brooks Houck, where is Crystal Rogers? With Ballard now dead, authorities have yet to say whether they suspect his death is connected to his daughter's disappearance. They also have yet to comment on a fire that consumed a 3-bedroom home owned by Brooks Houck 5 days after Ballard's death. According to Wave 3 News, police served a search warrant on the burned-out property. It's unknown if anything of interest was found. Now, this was put out earlier, I believe, because we now know the FBI is nearing the end. Yes, this was from 2016, but I just wanted the timeline of all of the murders, guys. Have I missed anybody coming in? Hey, Jean, because I saw somebody say hi, Jean, so that's how I know you're here. But did I miss anybody else? If I did, just holler out. I'm scrolling up to see. I don't think so. Yeah, that was put out in 2016, so there have been some updates. big ones, of course. You know, the FBI is nearing the end of the case, getting ready to turn everything over. And we kind of discussed the last time what we thought was going to happen. And we're all very hopeful. But this time we were going to discuss, you know, all of the cases. I want to show you guys something, though. I said, hi, Jean Louise, Angel Bear, you silly thing. You're trying to be funny. I want to show you this picture. It's beautiful, but it's heartbreaking. I linked to John Lorden's when he did this case. He did an awesome job. At Jason Ellis's funeral, his canine partner, I'm going to share this, and I'm going to show you this picture. And if any of you watched this, you saw it, but I'm going to show you again because I just thought this was so beautiful and heartbreaking, but also just like his canine partner went up and did this on his own. So I'm going to share this really quick, guys. Sorry. Hold on. I can't do it like that. Can you see this right here where can you guys see that? Do you see that canine? He went up to Jason Ellis's casket and put his paw up there. That is just, isn't that something? Wasn't that something? I mean, wow. I just thought that was so. What love he shared for his partner. And I mean, he knew. Yeah. So, one thing for sure, stay off that Bluegrass Parkway. I mean, I don't know how many people I've heard say that, right? Jason Ellis, Crystal Rogers' car was there. And then Crystal's poor daddy, he was hunting off of there. So everybody wonders, are these cases connected? In my opinion, and we can only give opinions, okay, on my channel. I mean, this is just how I do things. I can only give my opinion, and I think just like the first chief said, I think Jason Ellis was definitely set up. That debris was intentionally set there, and it was an ambush. I also think Crystal, like her mama says, she heard something, she found something out, she knew something. She did his books. Nick was a cop. Brooks was his brother. Her daddy was getting too close. I think all three of those definitely are connected. As far as the Netherlands, I don't know for sure, but I have heard, and so this is hearsay. I have no evidence. I can't, but I have heard that the mama and the daughter did know about some things connected. But I do know what that FBI agent said. So it does come from LE. And he does think they're all connected. Me too. I need my eyesight too. So let me come up here, see if I missed any comments. Yes, Amber, that counts, darling. Oh, did Cher have to go again? I missed saying goodbye. Or did she come back already? See, when I'm sharing something or if I'm talking, I miss comments. So what are people's... Okay, Chris says, on Crystal's dad, I think Nick Houck was responsible for it. Okay. Love says, would it be purposely for Jason Ellis or just a policeman in general? Or would someone know his routine? Yes, Love. Yes. Well, okay. I before my internet went out today, I was watching. Can't remember what I was watching, but he was not in his original police car, so he didn't have his canine partner with him. They would know his. They all knew his routine. You know, the way he would drive home. He was at a ball game with his kids, and he was called away for another call. And then he went in, signed out, and all that. Then he was headed home. So they knew what was going on with him. They knew he left the ball game. They knew he went on a call for some guy that was disorderly conduct, and they locked him up, went in, signed out. They knew he was on his way home. They knew what route he took. Yes. It's believed to be that, it was all set up. They knew his routine. They set the debris out there and in my opinion, I believe it was another police officer, and probably, in my opinion, and maybe more than one, or more than one person at least. And wasn't it, I think it was an officer that called. I know a lady called in, but then an officer did too. I've always wondered about that officer. I don't know. Just my suspicion. PA girl says our fur babies are so human-like, and you're right, PA girl. Right on. So what, does anybody else have an opinion or question, or anybody that knows the case? Anybody here that knows the case? I mean, I know there are, but I mean, anybody that knows it, that wants to come on panel, give any, I'm just offering, if anybody has recently, since I've scheduled this and looked at any of it, that wants to come up and say a few words. No big deal. If not, I'm just offering. Chris G says, could these cases in Bardstown, Kentucky be connected to the body found last year? Can you refresh my memory, Chris? I may or may not have heard about that. Okay, Junie's answering you. It is possible, Chris, but I haven't heard that they have an identity for. Oh. I'm sorry. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. I think in my part 1, I linked a video with that info about that, or at least I watched one. Or maybe I did in this one. I can't remember. My mind is not good today. So much anxiety over my internet. But yeah, I know I watched a video of this guy. He broke down all the, really quickly, and he did mention another body, and it might be this person. That's a good question, Chris. Good answer, Junie. Did you, Angel Bear? You may have. I know you did send me something. Cornbread Mafia. Hey, watcher. You're chatting. Cornbread Mafia there. Well, I feel kind of dumb, but I don't know what that is, so I'm going to have to look that up. Yes, Junie. One of the things I linked, what's it called? Kentucky Crime Live. They have a lot of videos, which I have not had time to look at yet, about crimes there in Kentucky. So I plan on that, though. Oh, yeah, I was going to explain why. Chris, thank you for having such a good memory. What would I do without you? Well, because, okay, I freaked out. I told part of the story. Hi, Aunt Clara. I freaked out. My internet went down, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And they said it was a huge outage. ETA, they didn't know. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's going to be out all day and all night. And I'm not going to be able to do my live. And, and I already canceled and postponed and blah, 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 blah. And my anxiety was through the roof. And I took one of my anxiety meds, which make me tired. And I went to bed and pulled the blankets over my head, and I stayed there. And then, and I just got up not very long before it came back on. And then I didn't have much time to, prep and look at this stuff. And I look like not very good. So that's why you're not seeing me. Too bad, though. I got a haircut. So that's why you're not seeing me, Chris. Oh, what would I do without you, Chris? We love you. So nobody has any more questions or opinions, or did I do that bad? Sharon has a comment. The Cornbread Mafia was the name for a group of Kentucky men who created the largest domestic marijuana production operation in United States history. Huh. Is that a bad? Is that? Is that? Did that turn cartel or something, or? Thank you, Wom. You're so sweet. Well, because this is going to sound dumb, okay? I don't want to sound like a, but usually, I mean, I'm not saying that they don't, because I know they bring a whole lot of that stuff across, from that. But what I see around here, or I mean, everywhere really, is I see people getting arrested for that everywhere. But I don't see anything going on with the hard drugs, the ones that actually hurt people and families. But I see a lot of arrests going on with the marijuana. And then, in my opinion, that's just my opinion, and people can disagree with me and give their opinions on that. And I know we're getting off topic on the case, but since that was mentioned, I see it as in it's just the cops trying to look like they're doing their job while they're letting this big stuff go on over here. We're going to arrest for this little stuff over here. Did that come out bad? I'm sorry if it did. I didn't mean for it to. No, Sharon, I'm saying I just don't look very healthy tonight because my anxiety was really bad, and I just went to bed and stayed there because I'm like, I was all upset about my internet, and like, I didn't think I was going to be able to do this live. But then I said, shucks, because I cut my hair. I was explaining to Chris why you guys didn't get to see me tonight, but then I'm like, if you would have, I cut my hair. Amber, good for growing plants. Oh, hi, Nick. You just got your daughter to bed. Thanks for dropping by. I thought I was not going to be able to do this tonight. My internet was down. Went down earlier today. I thought I was going to have to cancel again, but it did pop on, so I'm just kind of winging it. I didn't get much prep time. How you been doing, Nick? Oh, by the way, I know Nick has, and I want to, even though he's had to step back, but he does have other videos on his channel, and I did see a notification when I got my internet back. Kirby Banks, he was doing great, I thought, in my opinion, on Delphi. As a matter of fact, in my opinion, I think he was the most sensible right now. He had to take a step back. I totally get it. I totally understand why. But he does have other videos. He's a nice, chill guy. Check him out. I like to give good people shout outs. Oh, yeah. Talking about weather. Like I told somebody today, at least I was grateful to have power. because there's a lot of people in Carroll County that still don't have power. There's lots of trees down. I had to take my son to Indy yesterday, and it was freezing rain there all the way. It did stop on the way back, but coming back between Tippy County and Carroll County, the lines had ice on them and everything. And you guys saw Randy. He was without power, the whole town of Brookston. I hope he's got power now. But yeah, it's, we've had such nice weather, and then it turns cold, but that's Indiana for you. Yes, Nick. Yeah. Yeah. I really liked him, or like him. So I'm missing some comments. Junie says, totally agree. Oh, what's the matter, Aunt Clara? Oh, Clara. Oh, goodness. I'm so sorry. Man, prayers for you, honey. Lake says, I like him too. Yeah. Yeah, I hope he does, Nick, too. Oh, goodness, Clara. Oh, Amber got her channel started? All right, check out Amber. I need a link. Did you send it to me, Chris? PA girl, is he related to Crystal or Tom? I'm sorry. Who? PA girl, I'm sorry. It was Kirby Banks. Lots of love. Kirby Banks. Oh, you don't have vid yet, Amber? Okay. Yes. Kirby Adrian Banks. That's what it is exactly. Oh, that's a good question. The officer that called in Jason, wasn't that his best friend? That's a good question, PA. Sharon says it's hot in Florida. I'll trade you, Sharon. I really will. Yes, Aunt Claire, he did. He had 2 beautiful sons, one with Down syndrome, and a beautiful wife. Hey. Hey. How are you doing? Give this channel a shout out, too. He's going to be making some videos. He made one the other night, and we stepped on there. And that video he was showing because he had went out there and did video of the trails and stuff. So it was pretty interesting. It was kind of rough taking off because we had some echoing going on, but figured it out. Oh yes, and don't forget the captain. Don't forget the captain. You want to hear some real good stuff on Delphi, and then various videos. Don't forget the captain. Yeah, this is band. He had his other YouTube, but he's letting the band have it. Yeah, Nico. Or Nick. Gosh, I can't. Okay, I'm going to have to start calling you Graz. I'm going to have to start calling you Graz. Because I got my Nico. And I get you guys, you know. So Junie, is that right? Was that the best friend that called in when they found Jason? Do you know, hun? That might take my suspicion away. But then again, never mind. I'm not going to say anything. Oh, Aunt Clara, yes, he does. He has a great voice for videos, and he's very intelligent. He has a great mind. Well, I mean, there's just nothing, you can't say anything but good about him. I mean, there's just everything. He's just, awesome for YouTube. Junie says, I don't remember that detail, Angie. Well, yeah, okay, Junie, because I was just, when every time I hear that 911 call, and, first you hear the lady, and then you hear the guy, and I'm like, I wonder if that part is, part of the setup. I don't know what made me start thinking that. Well, he says, I think he's been hit. Maybe that's, I don't know. Just something about it, Junie, made me, and maybe it's just me. I shouldn't make accusations, maybe, but I just can't wait till the FBI gets this. Hey, Dana, honey. Oh, honey, I know. I have been praying for you. I've been wanting to call you, but I don't want to bother you. So I have just been praying for you. Go see the cardiologist tomorrow and another scan on my lung Friday. Okay. So everybody, please lift Dana up. I just winged it though tonight, Dana. I just winged it because my internet was down, and so I want to apologize to everybody if I did not do good enough. I'm not sure that I'll be on Thursday or not. I'm not going to promise. If I am, it will probably be just a live chat, and we'll just talk about whatever we want to talk about, okay? Because this week is crazy. We've got these people coming and going, and it's just crazy. And I've got a busy week. Mom's got another appointment tomorrow, then church, and then it's just crazy. So I'm not going to promise, but if so, that's what will happen. It will be a live chat. And then there might be a surprise next week. Okay. I'll let y'all know. Okay. But I think there's something being planned next week. Hey, David. How you doing? Thank you, Aunt Clara. Thank you, Judy. Yes, it is, Junie. It is. But I mean, I conclude with my opinion. I do think, I think somehow, some way they're all connected. I think even the Netherlands are. I mean, the FBI agent said it. So, I mean, you know. So, anybody have anything else they want to talk? I mean, this or anything? You just want to say anything? It's been a while. I miss you guys. I really miss you guys. I do too, Taff. I think they are. Yeah, love. And love, they say that it's known for its beauty and its, you know, and everything. But because of these murders and crimes, it's like it's a haunting now for the people that live there. I mean, they don't, you know, they I mean, it's like Carroll County, you know, what happened here in any small town, you know, things that have never happened there and then it does. What is that, Mel? I can't even click on that. Is that something or what? When the host can't click on something. I mean, I don't have no problem, Mel. I was just asking you what it is. You can drop anything you want, honey. Oh, okay. There's Amber's new channel, guys. There you go. She'll be having some vids pretty soon. Oh, okay. There you go. Lots of love. Junie says, I would say typical small town, but living in the UK, that may not mean much. I'm sorry, love. I have not. I have not. And there's a lot that I haven't heard of, you know, and you know, people will say, have you heard about this? Have you heard about that? Have you? And I'll say no. But then sometimes when I look into it or people start telling me, then I do. But I haven't heard of that one. But it sure sounds sad. Automobile. What do you mean, auto? YouTube wash hands. Oh, okay. I think I know what you mean. Auto. Are you parked, auto? Ban says also the little girl that had the Amber Alert and then a 14-year-old was taken into custody. Was that just recent, Band? I didn't get. You know what? My phone has not been giving me my Amber Alerts. And of course, I'm not on Facebook much. I go on Facebook. I'll just share videos to my group. I'll share my memories, and that's That's it. Otto says, new picture of POI to a murder in Wisconsin State Park trails. What case is that, Otto? Hey, Checo. How are you? New Carlisle, Indiana band? Okay. Yes, Amber loves plants, all plants. I love plants too, but I have problems with, there's only certain plants that I can keep alive. Oh, can somebody do me a favor, please? Because she'll probably watch it later. She works real early now, so she's not in here during, you know, she's off during summer. She's a teacher's assistant, my bestie. So can everybody say happy birthday, Bree? It was her birthday today. You guys know who she is. Didn't mean wash hands. I was applauding. Oh, okay, Otto. Okay, I got you. Last Friday, Mom. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. We've been best friends for since we were little. And I just can't tell you, man, she is just I was gonna say something and I lost it. Oh, yeah, Amber. That's a good idea. Toxic and non-toxic plants for. Thank you guys. You're also awesome. You guys are awesome. Well, happy birthday, Jody. Oh, yeah. Is it Otto? Because did we do that? Did we do that case, Chuck? I thought we did. Is that the one, Otto? BFF too, Chris. BFF means best friend. BFF, bestie, either one. That's fine. Happy birthday to Bree, Jody, and Jamie. I thought so. I thought so. I remember it. Otto, I just got to tell you, I'll just message you. Because you did something I saw. I was cracking up. I was rolling. You cracked me up. Okay. Okay. Well, I kind of, when you said that, I was thinking in my head, I was like, is that, and then when Chuck said that, I was like, did we do that? You know what I should do is I should go back through some of these that we've done and check and look for updates, and then we should do some updates if there are any. And like Kevin Nugent, I've gotten some comments on that one, and then I did get approved in his Facebook group. I just noticed the other day. Oh, Junie. Okay, honey. Thanks for coming, sweetheart. Have a good night. Love you. Well, if nobody has any more comments or questions, we'll sign off. Oh, yeah. Wouldn't that be awesome for Otto to come on panel? It would, wouldn't it? Maybe someday we could get him to, Mel. Maybe we could do some sweet talking. Hey, it might be St. Patty's Day here, or maybe we've passed it. I don't know. All right, guys. Well, I guess I'm going to sign off. I want to thank you all for coming. I have missed you. I will try to come on Thursday, but it will be live chat, and I'll try to make it earlier too. Me neither, Cold. Not when it comes to our awesome community peeps. We'll beg all night, won't we? Okay, guys. Thanks, Lake. We know, Chris. That's okay. All right, guys. Thank you all for coming. I hope to see you Thursday. You guys have a good night. I love you so much, and God bless.